Hi friends, Krista here. Thank you so much for stopping by Books and Jams. It is time today to do my last book haul, at least my last book haul from things that I have acquired at the end of 2021, as well as, again, another stack from Book of the Month. I'm so thrilled, again, to be working with Book of the Month. They are sponsoring this video. They are the little blue box of joy that comes to my house every month. Book of the Month, for those who are not aware, is a book subscription service that I have been a subscriber to for a number of years. Their team vets hundreds of new releases of debut authors and return authors, but they do the work of checking out all of these new releases and choosing 5 each month for us to choose from. They always have a nice variety of genres and types of books for us to pick from, and the price is so reasonable. For those of you who have not subscribed before, for $9.99 you get a hardcover book and you get to choose one of their 5 selections from each month. Let me show you the selections for January. First, I'm going to tell you the one that I am the most excited about. This would have been my pick, Fiona Davis, The Magnolia Palace. This is a historical fiction set in New York City, as most of her books, if not all of them, are. And in this one, we follow the infamous Frick family. Their mansion is now a museum, and so art plays a big part in this book. There is a bit of a mystery and secrets, and I believe a dual timeline as well. Oh, I'm so excited that that one was in the box. Also, there is a romance. This is a LGBTQ romance, Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. If you are a fan of food or baking show competitions, this might be your choice for January. It sounds like a super cute, fun romance. This next one is going to explore friendships through the means of some short stories. Fiona and Jane by Jean Chen Ho. Fiona and Jane are lifelong friends, and this is a collection of short stories, and we kind of weave back and forth between each of them. So we kind of hop around in time and experience, but as we read the short stories, we'll get to know their lives a little bit more. Sounds super interesting. Maybe winter is not your thing and you want to go somewhere warm. This thriller by Rachel Hawkins, Reckless Girls, is set in an island in the South Pacific. Look at that summary cover. This girl and her boyfriend are hired to sail a boat to the South Pacific, and these 2 friends are on the boat. Somehow they get to this island and they're all discovering things about themselves and each other until one goes missing and one turns up dead. What happened? I don't want to tell you too much more, but that sounds really good for my thriller fans out there. And then the final one of the 5 choices for January is Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. And this is a contemporary. 2 siblings, I believe twins, possibly even, are struggling and dealing with some things that they discover upon the death of their mother. She leaves them a few things, including a note, which sends them on this journey of discovery. This one sounds like it's going to be a hard-hitting contemporary, dealing with forgiveness and love, and also those mysteries and secrets that are coming out about the family. In addition to the 5 amazing choices that Book of the Month team chooses for us, they also every month have a handful of add-ons that you can add on to your box every month if you're interested. One of these add-ons in January is The Maid by Nita Prose. This is a quirky, fun mystery where we follow the maid, Molly, as she tries to solve a murder that happens at the hotel where she works before the murder is pinned on her. Sounds quirky and fun and delightful little mystery. I'm really excited for that one as well. If you are a new subscriber, if you're just signing up now, you can choose one of the add-ons as your main choice for your first month. Again, it's risk-free. If you're not interested in any of the choices within a month, you're always able to skip the month, which I love. I have skipped a few months here and there in the past. I just think it's such a cost-effective, fun way to get my hands on some new releases that I may not have known about. I love Book of the Month. In January, if you're interested in signing up for Book of the Month, you can get your first box for just $9.99 if you use the code Let's Go. All of the information that you need to know will be in the description box below. I would highly recommend it. I think it's a great service, and I'm so thrilled that they're sponsoring this video again. Thank you so much, Book of the Month. I do have a relatively small, for me, stack of books that I have thrifted over the last 6 weeks or so, and I just haven't shown you yet. So I'm just going to kind of fly through this stack. And then I have also a small stack of the rest of the books that were gifted to me at Christmas time. So I will share those with you as well. But first, let's talk about these books that I thrifted towards the end of November and in December. We have The Orphan Train by Christina Baker Klein. I had read this one before, but did not own it. And I'm really getting into Christina Baker Klein. I've read another one of her books this year and I have another one on my Christmas shelf. So I just think that it would be fun to have all of the books by her in the same spot. So when I found that one for super cheap, I had to grab it. This next author is one that I'm currently reading, Patricia Riley Giff. I grabbed Lily's Crossing. This one takes place during World War II in America though, and we follow Lily, who spends her summers on Rockaway Beach, and she meets another boy, Albert, there, and they've lied to each other, and it just kind of discusses how the war has impacted their two families and their friendship. I love World War II, and I'm so far really enjoying Patricia Riley Giff. I grabbed another middle grade, which is a Newbery Winner book that I still need, Ginger Pie by Eleanor Estes. Super cute cover there. The last middle grade in this thrifted stack is Blue Crown, which is in the Green Glass House series by Kate Milford. I'm not sure what number this is, but I really enjoyed Green Glass House and would be interested in reading more. I do have a Christian fiction here by Julie Klassen, The Maid of Fairborn Hall. I have liked Julie Klassen in the past, so I'm excited to have another one by her for when I feel the need to read some Christian fiction. She writes historical romances usually. You guys know I've been reading some Pam Jenoff, or wanting to read some more Pam Jenoff. This is one of hers that I did not yet own, The Diplomat's Wife. So now I have that one. I bought two books that are in a series that I started last year, and it is The Secret Book and Scone Society. I believe this is number 2, The Book of Candlelight, and then number 3, The Whispered Word. I could be wrong about that, but these are kind of cozy-ish mysteries by Ellery Adams, and I really enjoyed the first one and very interested in continuing, so I was thrilled to find these for $3 a piece, hardcovers, at a thrift store. So I thought that was pretty good. I picked up When We Were Young and Brave, also $3 at that thrift store. I usually don't pick up books that are not in perfect condition, and this one is definitely loved a little bit. But I absolutely want to read this book set in China during World War II, when the Japanese army interred different teachers and children from a British-run missionary school. I think that there's a movie about this same event, and I can't remember what the movie is called now. I have seen the movie a long time ago, but I just think that that's a different side of World War II that I haven't really read about, so I'm very excited for that. The last two thrifted ones are this by Beatrice Williams, Lauren Willig, and Karen White, called All the Ways We Said Goodbye. This is a novel of the Ritz in Paris, set during 1914, 1942, and 1964. So 3 different women that we're going to follow. The heiress, the resistance fighter, the widow, 3 women whose fates are joined by one legendary hotel. Very cool. And then a nonfiction, Know My Name. This has been super popular in the last 2 years, I would say. This is a memoir by Chanel Miller. She is the victim of the Brock Turner sexual assault case. And this is her telling her story. So I've just heard people really, really love this. I think it's going to be a difficult read, but I grabbed that from the thrift store. And then this last little stack are books that were gifted to me so kindly for Christmas. My friend Joy and her family sent me a few things here. They sent me this Paint by Sticker travel edition. This is something I've been wanting to try. So we have like the numbers there, and then there are pages, the different places of travel, and then there are pages back here of stickers that you kind of put together on those travel pages. I thought that that would be a fun thing to do while I listen to audiobooks, sort of like puzzling, sort of like Happy Color, a little combination of those two things. I thought that that would be fun, and she got that for me off my wish list. So thank you, Joy and Dave and family. They also got me these foot masks, which I'm super excited to do. Might do one tonight. And then, oh, I'm so thrilled about this book. This is another coffee table book that I have been eyeing lately, and it's 45 Paradises of the Printed Word, Book Towns by Alex Johnson. I told her, I'm like, my travel bucket list is going to grow exponentially. So all of these cities that are in here are known for some sort of either bookish theme in the town or some great bookstores that are there. I am going to want to go to all of these places. I can tell you right now. Book towns. Oh, so cool. Amy Hayes sent me this book, Home for Erring and Outcast Girls by Julie Kibler. It's 1903, Arlington, Texas. Baraka's industrial home for redemption of erring girls bucks public opinion by offering faith training and rehabilitation to women consigned into the dangerous poverty of the streets. When Lizzie Bates and Maddie Corder meet there, one sick and abused but desperately clinging to her young daughter, and the other jilted by the beau who fathered her ailing son, they form a friendship that will see them through more than they could ever imagine. And then we have a dual timeline 100 years later. Kate is a reclusive university librarian uncovering the hidden histories of the two troubled women, and she begins to kind of comb through the archives in her library. Oh, it just sounds so good. I'm very excited to read that. Very cool. Not a war novel. I do like some other historical fiction as well. And then I was sent these two books from Monica. Thank you, Monica, for sending me two books. Oh, my word. First of all, we have The Blackbird Girls by Anne Blankman. And this is a story of Chernobyl. This is a middle grade and set during that time in Russia. Oh, man. A disaster that changes their lives, a friendship that lasts a lifetime. Oh, I'm so excited to read that. And also this little novella by Frederick Bachman, The Deal of a Lifetime. I really want to read everything that he's written. I want to own everything that he's written. I love Frederick Bachman. So I'm really excited for this. Everyone is always negotiating all of the time. You're doing the deal of your life every day. This was mine. That's a little quote on the back. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you, Monica. And then this one, I don't remember. I don't remember why I got this. I thought I had won a Goodreads giveaway, but I guess I didn't because I checked. I knew I had entered a Goodreads giveaway for this, but this is An Accidental Odyssey by Casey Dyer. It's possible I agreed to receive this. I don't know. Or maybe one of you sent it. There was no note. I don't know. It didn't come from Amazon though. Anyways, this is an Ex Libris adventure. It's actually the sequel to a book I got in my Christmas book exchange in July, Christmas in July, from Sarah, 80 Days to Elsewhere. I don't know if it's actually a sequel or a companion. It's also an Ex Libris adventure, which so is this one. That is just a travel agency. So travel is going to be a part of it. I'm just really excited. The contemporary potential romance. When an unexpected phone call derails a young woman's wedding plans, it sparks an epic adventure around the modern day Mediterranean. That sounds good. I would love to go on a cruise around the Mediterranean. Very cool. So thank you so much to all of you who sent me treats in the mail. These and others that I shared throughout the month of December. Really, it is such a huge, humbling experience to receive books from you guys. I am so honored to have you as part of my community here. I never expect or even hope for things to be sent in the mail, but when they are, it just brings a smile to my face. You guys all bring a smile to my face. The comments bring a smile to my face. My Patreon brings a smile to my face. You just being a part of this community has just become to mean so much more to me than I ever thought it would when I started this channel 5 years ago. So I appreciate you for being here, for being a part of it. I would love to chat with you down in the comments about any of these books, any of the Book of the Month books. Thanks again to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. And thank you for being here. And I'll talk to you in another video very soon. Bye.